Hi friends, today I will talk about capital gain statement which we prepare and export to our regular software which we use for income tax preparation of income tax return. In my office, we are using tax based software where they made one Excel working where we can cut and paste our data, and that from that file we import the data and our software work out capital gain statement. So just to copy and paste the data in the Excel file, we are depend on capital gain statement which generally all the investors get from their investment advisor. I have these four files. So how we are getting data? So if I open this file, we get data in such format where we have to copy and paste each and every entry in that software. From for copying data from PDF to Excel, it's very difficult. Then script name is there, then ISIN code is there. If I use another software which generally converts Excel data, PDF data into Excel. So I tried that also. So if I open this file, you can see I copied the data, and if you see, this is a C4 cell containing all these entries. So in one cell all the data is copied. So here we do not have choice but to take a printout and enter each and every entry in our software, which is very time consuming and troublesome, and we you cannot sure that my data whatever we entered is correct. So it is very difficult for us to cope up these issues. Without entering proper data, we cannot prepare income tax return. And in past, we were only giving short-term capital gain, long-term capital gain entries in our return. But now government insists to give all the script, even ISIN code also you have to mention. Then there is another method of taxation where we have to give grandfather rate and compute a long-term capital gain. So today I'll show you how I do it in my office. So I have this one capital gain statement received from my client. So this statement is started with debt fund, and after debt fund, equity fund investment is shown. So from here, from row number 194, equity funds are entered, and in the last column you can see the short-term capital gain, long-term capital gain summary. Plus, if you see the name of the script, it is in one cell where so many cells are merged together, and it contains name of the script, ISN number, then folio number, which are not required. So whatever reports that we get from clients, it's a readable format. Means you can take printout and read, but this data you cannot export, or you cannot import this data from this record and prepare our statement. So I asked few of my close friends and I asked them how they do it. So they just told it's very difficult. They give this work to junior people, junior staff, who just cut this data and paste in a different sheet, and they prepare capital gain statement, and then after processing they compare the results from system with the summary of the statement, and if it is tally then they pray to God, otherwise they need to check each and every entry, and checking 1000 entries, 1500 entries, it's very difficult. And now uh, in my past experience, I can share you the experience with one of my clients to whom I used to charge only 2500 for a couple of years. So suddenly in the last year, I charged 10,000 for preparation of his income tax return. So he was quite annoyed, and he asked for a discount. So I called him in my office. I showed him how we worked and how we prepared his return. It was 50 pages statement statement of income containing all capital gain statements. So fees of rupees 10,000 was also a very small amount considering the labor hour and experienced people involved in preparation of his return. So I'll use Power Query and I'll show you how to save our time and energy, and that was my prime intention to prepare this video. So I request all the viewers to check this video, do practice and try, and you can save your time and energy. So if I go to top, what I'll do, I will insert one column, and here I'll type depth till equity, and from here I will type equity and paste till the till here. Up to here, and I'll copy this summary in a different sheet. So I'll copy here and I will insert one worksheet, and I'll paste it. Copy and yeah, so I have pasted data here. Okay, I'll delete this data. So I'll select data from here to end. Convert this data into table form. So I'll use Control T. I don't want any header, so I'll say OK. I will use data from table and range so that my data will be transferred into Power Query editor. Power Query editor window is opening. Now we'll use only, first we'll change the name of the columns. So my first column name will be type. Then this particular column is for sale date. All the sale dates are here. So column name I'll change it to sale date. Then here you can find units. So sale unit will be my column name. Sale amount is there, so this column will change the name of this column. So I can use copy Control C and I'll paste here. So I got date, sale units and sale amount. This column I don't want. Net sale amount is also not required. Sales NAV is not required. So I'll delete all these columns. Now number of days. Number of days is not required because my software will take care of it. So I'll remove. Purchase date is required. So I'll copy purchase and paste here. Then purchase unit and sale unit will be similar. So I'll delete this, remove column. Purchase amount I need. So I'll copy this purchase amount and paste here. Purchase NAV I don't want. Profit and loss account I don't want. So all the columns are not relevant to me. So I'll put Control and Shift and I'll select to column 27, right click and remove columns. Okay. now now if you see the uh, program of output, uh, after this entry there is a subtotal, and below the subtotal they have calculated short term and long term capital gain. So all the columns, all the rows which are not relevant to us, we will delete first. So this sale date and total, these two rows will delete by deselecting from this list. So sale date I don't want, total I don't want, short term I don't want, withdrawals is not required, then equity is not required, then debit is not required, buy value is not required, and that's it. Let us say okay. Okay. So now my script name is there and then date, then these two null value are there. So that are also not required. So I will deselect this null value. Now my data is there. So if you see, wherever there is a name of the script, in sale unit you find a null value. So if I put a conditional column where I'll add a column, and if I say if sale unit contain null, then select sale date, otherwise null value. So I'll use add column, conditional column, and I'll give column name as script name, my column name sale unit equal to null. Then I want column to be sale date, otherwise null. Okay, so we got the script name. Now I'll right click and I'll say fill down. So all the columns will be copied, and now we need to split the columns. So for that I'll use right click and I'll use split column by delimiter. In present case my delimiter will be opening bracket, which already selected by system using automation AR system. So leftmost delimiter will select and we'll say okay. So we got a perfect name, script name. So we'll change the column name as script name. In next column we want this only I this ISIN number. So again we'll split. So we'll select split column by delimiter, and space we can use, or we'll use custom delimiter as these two dots. We'll say OK. Now we will delete this, remove this column. Now here we have closing bracket as a delimiter. So again I'll select split column by delimiter, and here we'll use custom delimiter as closing bracket. I'll say OK. Now we got ISIN code. This folio number we don't want, so I'll remove. Even this is not required, so I'll remove. Now we have proper date, ISIN code, and script name. So I'll select script name column and ISIN column, then right click and move to beginning. So if I shift this type here, then we have type, script name, ISIN number, then we'll remove all this null value, so that we'll get only data, actual data. So if I deselect null value, we get a script name and sale date and other data. If I deselect this purchase date with 0, so then my subtotal will go. Now we have perfect data. So this sale data type, will change it to date. Even in purchase side, we'll change to date. So we have sale date and other thing. We'll just check the data, everything is fine, and we'll close and load this data. So I'll say close and load. So we got perfect data. Now I'll use my software. I export the blank sheet to enter this data and import the data and upload the data in tax base. We'll run the program and we'll compare our working of short-term, long-term capital gain with the summary. If it is tally, then we can proceed further, and you also can use this method for your day-to-day work. Now I open tax base as a dummy company. I'll click capital gain, and here I will use export to Excel. I'll say OK. I'll use blank sheet for data entry and export. I'll put name as capital gain, and I'll save at my desktop. Now I'll use that file capital gain. Now here I'll copy this debt and equity as a description, and in type of asset I will select units other than equity till there is a debt portion. Then here I will use shares and unit. and in description I will put script name, copy, and I'll paste here. Is a eligible equity? I'll say yes. Security transaction paid? Yes. Listed debenture? I'll say no. Mutual fund? I will say yes. Here I'll say not applicable, and I'll copy till here and paste. Now in quantity column we have quantity, which is sale unit. Just copy, paste. Date of acquisition, so I'll put purchase date, then purchase value. Just copy and paste here. Then sale date, copy, paste. Sale value, copy, paste. Then this ISIN code is here, copy and paste. And in the rate we'll just select copy this sale value divided by quantity, just copy and paste here. Same way for sale rate we'll select this value divided by quantity, just copy and paste. So my data entry is over. File, save, file, close. Now we'll use this as import from Excel. We'll say OK. In browser we'll select this capital gain file, open, and say import. Now data is importing. Import is successful. We'll say close. Now it asks whether you want to use quick method. Now it is processing, it is calculating short-term or capital, short-term and long-term capital gain, and work is over. We'll close it. Do you want to save current changes? We'll say yes. We'll use auto pickup, save, okay, and close. Now we have short-term capital gain 40,696 and long-term capital gain 35,668, which we'll check with data provided by our investment consultant. So short-term is 40,696 tally. This 35,000 is also tally. So this way you can save your time and energy. I hope you like this video. If you like, then thumbs up to banta hai, and do share this video to your friends and relatives, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.